Tonight, in his 6th world title appearance, please welcome the WBA #1 ranked bantamweight contender and the former WBA super flyweight champion of the world, introducing Liborio Solís. And tonight, in his 11th world title appearance, here is the former unified WBA and WBO 122-pound champion of the world, known as the Chacal, introducing Guillermo El Chacal Rigondeaux.
Guillermo Rigondeaux entered the fight as one of the most technically gifted boxers of his generation, renowned for his surgical precision and defensive mastery.
And Ceja is down!
A two-time Olympic gold medalist and former unified world champion, he carried decades of experience and the aura of a master craftsman inside the ring.
Jabs with that right hand. Oh, he caught him in the foot.
Dropping down to bantamweight, Rigondeaux aimed to prove that even at an advanced stage of his career, his timing, reflexes, and ring IQ remained world-class.
Knockdown number 4.
This bout represented his quest for reinvention, a chance to capture another world title and remind the boxing world why El Chacal was once considered untouchable.
The Venezuelan flag, and immediately it's Solís attacking.
And Solís going to the body. 40% of the punches he lands are
going on the attack. Well, Ronnie Shields wanted Rigondeaux. The fistic firefight with Julio Ceja. Oh, Rigondeaux unloading 2 left hands that momentarily bother Solís. Shields wanted Rigondeaux to go back to clipping.
He's the kind of guy that always had trouble getting fights, so good hook there by Solís.
Another hiccup. Oh, and Rigondeaux momentarily bothered, holding on 3 scorecards when he stopped Ceja in his last fight. And Solís with a great start here. So much for has been down 3 times in his career. And it's all Solís. Every time Rigondeaux scores with the left. Oh, right hand by Solís. Wow, interesting start.
Solís, he's trying in this round by pumping 28 according to show stats, and
he's 100 punches. You know, it was just last round. Rigondeaux played that
counter left by Rigondeaux, capitulating on his stool, and of course, coming up in the main event, the only loss on Gary Russell Jr.'s.
Rigondeaux was a lot smaller. Yeah, and you can even see it.
Knox versus southpaws.
You know, even though Rigondeaux has controlled, had a great fight with him.
Oh, good counter left hand lands for Rigondeaux.
Flying carelessly and then make him pay. This is a tricky thing about Rigondeaux. Look at the distance they're at. He's right.
Right hand lands for. Fights out.
That includes the amateurs or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Then he has been out.
Yeah, I always had.
And here we are in the Pennsylvania.
But some feints can change the trajectory.
Fire after a frenetic first round where he threw nearly 100 punches.
You know, it's not as if Rigondeaux is
doing for aggression, because he's not exactly lighting it.
Clearly, Rigondeaux Solís trying to get in with the jab, and when he does that,
he's too old or too defensive, he says.
Body shot
he won very much, Jim. This is round 6, and Solís storming out to the center of the ring, and this is more the...
And a lot of that is because early in the first round, he was able to do
time appearances for Rigondeaux back in current lineal, the man who beat the man who beat the man. Looking to become 108 pounds. There's been 32 champs.
Rigondeaux has landed virtually nothing.
So Rigondeaux as we go to round 7.
You got to engage a little bit more now. Engage, but then go.
I mean, you got to dominate this fight. I mean, you know, I know you think he's a chicken and he's running, but you got to go and get him.
Lara having those defensive efforts. Oh, there it is. Rigondeaux only threw 20-1 according to show stats.
There's a left. There's a left uppercut. Staggered. And Solís held up by the ropes. Referee Estevez intervenes. That is going to be ruled a knockdown.
This guy's a genius. I'm telling you, Rigondeaux. Simply because he's older, but
and again the left hand, another left hand scores for Rigondeaux.
If this happening could happen.
Rigondeaux 19-1. says. Explosion. Again, that left uppercut by Rigondeaux.
I think Rigondeaux should go to the back and then whip it upstairs again.
Rigondeaux staying out of range. Rigondeaux as we head to round 8. Rigondeaux attacking the body again with the left.
Ronnie Shields asks for.
We will see where that left uppercut, which we talked about before the fight, nails Solís as he's coming in. So it speaks to the counter-punching ability. He did get this shot in. Landed a really beautiful left hook as they traded left hands.
Yeah, I think Rigo was better even in that.
His was better in that sequence, but still it showed that Solís was fighting back and got something in.
Yeah, resilience.
Olympic gold medalist making his debut at 118 against a former 115-pound titleist in Liborio Solís, who is, again, Rigondeaux just out of range. This attack, but not returning fire with any sustainability or regularity. He has this fight deadlocked.
And in a fight like this, it's changed on a dime.
Even if you're pressuring him, he can come up with some explosive shot.
Yeah,
and he really sits on those, man.
Yeah, he does. Be a weight where it brings some power down to him.
Punches from Solís and not throwing a lot back of his own as Rigondeaux continues.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's for sure. That was a big
on this pressure moment, but now he's taking even less chances. And then Rigo obviously looking was to maybe up the hurtful shots in the second half of the fight. Those shots got in. He did get hurt, but his intent even in round 1 was sort of to keep the
do a much better job of trying to corral Rigondeaux.
You see Rigo now shooting more counter. You know, so he's not going to take those chances.
And when he was at his best, Rigondeaux difference against the incredible speed of Russell.
Big shot again.
Counter.
And he can't do that against Rigondeaux, obviously.
Get guys to do in his prime, or is Solís going to continue to take
118-pound fight, first boxing event at PPL Center in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Let me say something, too. This is as camaraderie-filled a group as I
like to make that. Thank you, sir. Exactly.
It's a delightful group.
And yet he's shown his power. He has dropped.
The round he knocked him down. Right before that, Ronnie had told him. Ronnie Shields had told him, you got to throw some shot. You got to engage, and sure enough, he did.
The first time he told him after round 1, don't do that. Don't stand right in front of him.
There's a good shot there again.
Again, and Rigondeaux unloading with the left, and another left is Solís standing right in front of him. Left hand to the body by
Solís. I think Solís was probably better off. And Rigo is kind of sleepwalking through the rounds
and make this a fight on the inside where they engage.
Doing all that, you kind of start pissing him off, and you're gonna remind him to throw those power shots.
Targets the midsection with the left hand.
See?
You gotta keep working. There's only 2 rounds left, and we're down on the fight. You need to know what you're going to do in these last 2 rounds to win this fight.
Rigondeaux gets out of the corner himself, classic move, and then lands that beautiful straight left hand. So we saw 2 elements there. We saw the great movement by Rigondeaux and the straight left, and then lands another one.
Ring the Truth, who was going to discover the late 30s, fighting at 118 pounds, highly unusual.
Rigondeaux would be ahead
by 1 point. There's a right hand by Solís. Rigondeaux doesn't exactly respect the power of Solís. Draw Solís into that right hand, and then he was
one of the reasons it's sort of unappreciated. I know it's not a lot of action many times, but
and we are headed to the 12th and final round. Solís has been, and now Rigondeaux baiting him to come at him.
This is the last round. You got to pick it up. You got to finish strong. Okay? We need a strong finish.
So let's go. You know what you got to do, all right?
You know what they have to do. Will they be able to do it? 12th and final round. They touch gloves, and Benji Estevez ruled it a knockdown. That's been the only knockdown of the fight, and Solís.
Dull rounds that maybe there was
to let Solís know. Listen, don't come out of pocket.
Solís, the 12th and final round of our opening. We're into the final, well, less than 2 minutes here in this 118-pound title as Rigondeaux stabs Solís in the midsection with a jab. What's Rigondeaux footwork a little bit more interesting here, Paulie.
Well, you know, he's trying to bait. All of this is also, he's also trying to bait Solís punching range almost the entire
It's funny,
fight.
he's the matador, but he's acting like the bull there with the
Look, he's in range almost the entire.
Now, it began in a highly contested manner. That was the right hand that Solís landed. As the fight continued, it was Rigondeaux with his counter-punching like that left uppercut and these straight left hands. Now, and Rigondeaux was impressive. That one was from a sequence where he literally
He's the real champion, Ronnie Shields. The preparation that he did for me to win this fight, it was incredible. Ronnie's one of the best.
In favor of the winner, now a two-division world champion, and now the new WBA Bantamweight champion of the world, Guillermo El Chacal